Hello everyone. As we traverse this life, I know a lot of people think that there's retribution, there's punishment. And I wouldn't say there's retribution or punishment. I would say there's cause and effect, because we all co-creators. We are an extension of the Creator. We carry the Creator's DNA. And why should our Father want to punish us? And I would like to look at this situation and help you to look at this situation in a different light. That when we do something, there are consequences, cause and effect. If we do something that pleases us, makes us happy, that's a good cause, that's a good effect. If we do something that displeases us, makes us unhappy, that's an effect, that's a consequence, cause and effect. Everything that we do, we have to partake, experience. And I think by explaining this will help us as we go through our journey, because sometimes we feel we're not getting what we're asking for. Why is it so difficult? Different things happen. And there's a reason for everything. And we are the co-creators of that reason. Let me give you an example. In the 18th century, there was a famous Kabbalist, a rabbi. And he had a student. And this student once said to him, "Rabbi, is there justice in this world?" Obviously, the student's seen things and feels there is no justice. People get away with things. So the Kabbalist said to him, "Tomorrow, go into the park and sit down quietly, somewhere discreetly, for the day and observe what you see and come back and tell me." So the student listened to his teacher. The following day, he went into a park, took a seat somewhere quietly and sat down and just observed. It was a sunny day. And a young man came along and he observed that the young man sat some way away on a seat. And he was carrying a travelling case, and he put the case beside him on the floor next to the bench where he was seated. And after a while, for whatever reason, the young man who had the carrying case, the travel case, got up suddenly, probably remembering something, I don't know, and he dashed off. But he didn't pick up the travelling case. Some time after, another man came along, sat on the bench, observed the travelling case, picked it up, put it beside him and opened it. And to his surprise, he saw a wad of money. Well, he looked left, he looked right, he looked around to see if anybody was there to observe what he was doing. There was nobody around. He never saw the student watching him some way away. So this man closed the travelling case, picked it up and rushed off. And then shortly after, another man came, sat on the bench, sitting in the sun, sat back, relaxing, minding his own business, taking in the sun. The first man, who had come earlier with the case, came rushing back, looked at the bench, looked around, didn't see his case, looked at the man and started to accuse the man and ask him, "Where's my travelling case that I left here?" Well, the man was sitting quietly, peacefully, with his eyes closed, just relaxing in the sun, and was quite shaken by this man violently asking him about this travelling case and what he's done with it. So the man was confused. The third man was confused and said, well, I didn't see any travelling case. I don't know what you're talking about. The first man said, yes, I left my travelling case with the money. What have you done with my case? What have you done with the money? The third man said, I haven't seen any travelling case. I haven't seen any money. I don't know what you're talking about. But the first man wouldn't have it. And he laid into this man and he grabbed him and he was pushing him and he was shoving him. And the third man was shocked, wasn't taking that, was giving some blows himself. So a fight issued. In the end, they stopped and went about their way. The student observing all this looked at it and thought, that's not fair. That had nothing to do with him. Why should this man be accused? The following day, the student went back to his teacher and related to him what he saw. And he said, teacher, there is no justice. I mean, the man wasn't doing anything. This man just laid into him, minding his own business, wasn't being rude or anything. The Kabbalist teacher just laughed. You see, if we are all as we should be, that powerful being which we are, practicing as we should be, living as we should be, there are a lot of qualities that we would have. We would have foresight. We would have eyes to see what is coming, what is ahead, this way, that way, what is right, what is wrong. Because when you are connected to the Creator, there is so much gifts and things and tools you have within you to help you through every eventuality. Well, the Kabbalist Rabbi said, this is an instance regarding of a previous life. With the Rabbi's spiritual eyes, he looked and he related to his student. It is about an incident in a previous life. The first man and the second man were business partners. The first man stole from his business partner quite a deal of money. Understand? So in this lifetime, the second man was actually regaining that which was taken from him in a previous life from the first man. Because the case did go to court and the second man lost. So the student says, okay, so he's got back his money. But what about the unfortunate third man who was just sitting minding his own business, didn't know what on earth was going on? Well, the rabbi said, that third man in a previous life was the judge who ruled in favor of the first man. So he ruled wrongly. So in this lifetime, the first man came and accused him and a fight issued. Cause and effect. So what does this tell you? When we do things, it is energy, it is action. We are creating, we are living. And if we do things that are good, we receive the benefits from that. And if we do things that are not so good, we receive the benefits from that too. And it doesn't matter that it didn't happen in this lifetime. We have lived many lifetimes Remember, I've spoken about Dr. Brian Weiss, Many Lives, Many Masters. He talks about previous lifetimes we've lived. He has regressed many people, and the problems or the challenges they face in this lifetime can be related to past lifetimes, circumstances, or issues. Nothing is ever gone unseen. Nothing is ever gone unrewarded, be it a good reward or a bad reward. We are co-creators. Whatever we create, we must also enjoy, whether good enjoyment or bad enjoyment. So as we walk this journey of life, and some of you are asking for things and you're thinking God is not answering, or maybe you've prayed in the past and done things in the past and not got any answers, and things haven't worked out. It's not because you weren't heard. It may be you need to look in your past to see what you have done. And everything has to be paid back, received back, experienced. This is part of the knowledge we need to understand, so that when things don't work out the way we want them to work out, there is always a reason. And that's just one reason. It's not the only reason. Cause and effect, co-creators. We're spiritual beings with a physical body having a human experience, and we carry the DNA of the Creator. We have power, and we have to be careful how we use that power, how we treat one another. It's not punishment, but we will experience that which we have created. Bye for now.